What is going on, everyone? Welcome back on BlockGems. So today I want to talk about on-chain alpha and specifically about some tools that you can use that might help you identify good opportunities. And these tools are all based on on-chain data. If you don't know what on-chain data is basically data points that come directly from transactions on the blockchains or information about ownership coming straight from the Ethereum blockchain. And I will provide you some examples. So before we get into the content, guys, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Also, turn the notification bell on because I tend to upload time-sensitive content. So let's jump right in. One of the indicators that I want to discuss is the so-called Gini coefficient. What this is, in essence, it tells you how many owners are there for an individual project. And what you want is a distribution that is as even as possible. Basically, in the ideal case, you would have one token per owner. And this is because the opposite situation is pretty undesirable. If you have very few owners that own a huge chunk, a huge proportion of the overall supply, that means that the destiny of that project is in the hands of very few holders, very few people. And unfortunately, it's very often the case in the NFT space. But as we can see here, and by the way, big shout out of MSG3 for this dashboard, some of the top projects have pretty good ownership distributions. And this is important because the more distributed a project is, the better it is as people don't have that much influence on dumping the prices. Now, on a more micro perspective, what I wanted also to talk about as a sort of on-chain tool is the possibility of monitoring sales, monitoring on-chain activities of particular collectors that might be relatively influential. This could be the example of large holders, large collectors that one day decide to get rid of a lot of pieces. So this is also the reason and was the motivation for building the NFT Whale Alert. And please, guys, subscribe to the BlockGems NFT Whale Alert. It's completely free. Of course, just follow BlockGems bot at BlockGems bot. And what this does, it basically tells you when some large holder, some large collector that has a collection in the hundreds, if not thousands, of Ethereum as a total value, is starting to sell stuff or is selling stuff in general, but it only tracks meaningful sales above 10 Ether. And I've built this because if a very large collector starts selling aggressively a specific category of tokens, that can be destabilizing for the market, that can trigger panic in the market, and you might want to be informed about this. And you can get to this kind of information only thanks to on-chain data. There is no other way. This is why I believe that on-chain data can deliver a lot of alpha. And if you guys have been following this channel, you know how much I believe in the power of this kind of information. Now, to give you an example of this, yesterday, this bot that I created tweeted that Journey Crypto has sold a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, basically a Bored Ape. And interestingly enough, this happened last night, and this morning, Journey Crypto tweeted that I feel like there is so much mania right now that people are just buying anything, hoping it goes up, and then cutting losses quickly if it doesn't. So quite of a bearish tweet. Now, I have nothing against Journey Crypto. Actually, I believe he's a great guy in terms of the content he creates, and just using this as an example to show you that sometimes you can really get to the news before the news are out, right? Because you can get to a sentiment of a specific collector about something before that announcement comes out. And this is exactly what happened here, right? There was a sale, and then there was a comment about that sale on Twitter that really vented or manifested that sort of sentiment related to it. It could also be a coincidence. It could also be completely unrelated, but I'm just telling you which kind of things you could be able to assess. As a second point, talking about getting the news first. You guys know that I've been talking about this token, the Snoop Dogg Private Party Pass, in the past on this channel, and why it was important for me, because it seemed that it was a bullish news for the sandbox space in general. Now, I knew about the minting of this token before it was publicly announced and revealed to the general public. And the reason why I knew about this is because a friend of mine that is also, like me, very passionate about on-chain analytics told me, look, they are minting this. The sandbox is minting this. And if you learn about what they're minting, which is something that you can definitely do because it's public information, so you can monitor on-chain behavior, and minting is an on-chain behavior. If you look at what has been mint by big names, the sandbox is a big name in the space, then you might know stuff before, at least before the vast majority of the NFT investors to date. Okay, maybe in the future things will change, but to date, there are not too many people that look at on-chain data for their investment strategies. And this is what I've been doing. Now, guys, as you guys know, I like this topic of on-chain analytics, and I want to build a Discord community around this topic and keep on building this bot, keep on building other automation services. If you guys are interested, I'm looking for moderators and looking for people that will represent the building blocks of this community that will probably allow an entire ecosystem to flourish. So if you're interested and you want to be some of the founding fathers or founding mothers together with me of this community about on-chain analytics, please reach out to me on Twitter. I am Marco De Falco or BlockGems, or the handle is Marco De Falco 3, and just reach out, let me know, and let's start building together. Okay, don't be shy. I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and until the next video, guys. Ciao, ciao.